Black Hen and the Guardians now speculated for the DCU's Lanterns. Perhaps, but maybe not. So there's one of the Guardians. There's Cal Chandler. There's Hal Jordan in, a suit. And there's the Black Hand. I mean, both hands are black because he wears black gloves and his whole suit's black. But I don't know. He got upset with Hamburger Helper, and that little hand cartoon scared the hell out of him. And, The DCU Lantern series may be more than meets the eye, as the Black Hand is now speculated along with the Guardians and more. While the official description and info for Lanterns makes it seem as if the series is a grounded Earth-based show, that might not be entirely the case. Yeah, they'll shoot some outer space stuff here and there, maybe flashbacks or whatever, like Hal Jordan's got to take the new rookie Lantern, and the Guardians say, oh, you show him the ropes, Hal. All right. So then there you go. That's an outer space scene. The rest of the show is a soap opera in middle America, And then by the end, probably, becomes a bigger deal, with some sort of aliens. If it's the Black Hand, then they got to deal with him. So anyway, the description offers that Lanterns, Hal Jordan, Kyle Chandler, and John Stewart, Aaron Pierre, investigate a mysterious murder in the heartland of America. Well, what could make a pair of Green Lanterns investigate a murder? We may have answers. So there they are. Boy, that looks exciting, huh? But look, if you look closely, there's the ring. Oh, so they're, undercover Lanterns. First up is something interesting from actor Garrett Dillahunt, who appears to be the villain of the series. William Macon described as a modern-day cowboy. Dillahunt revealed that he apparently gets some sort of suit. Huh. So here's the quote from Twitter, I guess? I don't know. Good to see the kind of talented folks at Fractured. Oh, yeah, I saw that. No, this was from... Instagram. Let's see what it let me show it. Okay. There he is. And they're putting something on him. This might be private. Probably shouldn't be showing this at all, but he posted it. So this is what he has done in his spare time, Seems like I said, the Black Hand does have sleeves in his suit and pants. So I guess this is like the first part of a suit that they're going to mold that'll fit his body. But that's interesting, because seeing the costumes from the Superman movie, and all those are very loose fitting and wrinkled and baggy and stuff. I wouldn't have thought they'd go through this kind of trouble, but for some reason, Lanterns is going to get, actual skin tight superhero suits. Well, whatever. That's it for that. So, you saw the image of Dillahunt getting his massage and costume fitting. So fans are speculating that Garrett Dillahunt might actually be playing the Green Lantern villain, the Black Hand. It could very well lead into some sort of adaptation of Blackest Night. Well, if they go there immediately, that's a bit foolish, because something like Blackest Night, and this was true of poor stupid Secret Invasion, is you need the setup and for the characters who have died to have come back to have meaning to the characters who are alive dealing with it. It's basically, space zombie type thing. It's probably their last pretty good crossover event that DC did a long time ago. And But maybe they just introduce him and they want to build to that. I don't know. Um, but to jump into it all of a sudden, it's a little too soon for that. You need to establish your, your DCU and what have you. Meanwhile, this guy's going to be Sinestro. Next up is actress Purna Jagan Nathan. She jags Nathan. Discussing lanterns via X. She says, I couldn't have loved the writing for Green Lantern more. Like Deli Boys, the Green Lantern series is extraordinarily well written, and my character is extraordinarily well built. Wow. And also the way I can describe all the characters. We have all the characters we know and love. The Lanterns, the Guardians, Sinestros, more than one. Does she mean the Sinestro Corps? I don't know. And the world is still intact, and everyone is presented as heroes and villains at the same time. And that's what makes the writing so complex, layered, and so wonderful. So, you'll have Sinestro, and he's the bad guy, but at the same time, you might understand why he chose what he did, and that's what, yeah. So I guess they're going to dye his hair black and paint him pink, We already know Ulrich Thompson is playing Sinestro, but we didn't know the Guardians are going to be involved. Well, I kind of thought they might have a cameo or something. The Guardians and Sinestro possibly suggest more than an Earth setting. I think it's going to mainly be an Earth setting because Warner Brothers is broke. But no, there'll be some space stuff here and there. And I think it's only 8 episodes. So if you stretch that around whatever money you got available for those scenes, maybe you can make the boring Midwestern soap opera murder mystery thing pass quickly. Because it's Green Lantern. You want to see them flying around and making stuff with their rings and all that. On a side note, casting news for Lanterns includes Nicole Ari Parker as John Stewart's mother, Bernadette. So that at least says Hal Jordan and John Stewart simply aren't going to show up in some Midwestern city, but that at least for Stewart, there will be some sort of backstory. The official description for Bernadette reveals formidable and tenacious. Bernadette refuses to give up, no matter how insurmountable the odds. At her core, she's a fiercely protective mother who has worked her entire life to ensure that she and her family will not be passed over. Now, in the comic books recently, she was suffering from Alzheimer's disease and eventually died, but John Stewart captured her essence in his ring, and so her spirit lives on. Something like that. And, James Gunn has confirmed Lanterns will be released in early 2026. Kelly MacDonald is also playing Sheriff Carey, said to be the love interest of Chandler's Hal Jordan. Really? So no Carol Ferris. I guess they'll go into that. Well, I ruined that relationship. I don't know. The series will consist of 8 episodes. Chris Mundy is the showrunner. He did Ozark. That was a good show with Damon Lindelof and Tom King co-writing and executive producing. James Howells is directing the first 2 episodes and is also an executive producer. So your best hope is Monday and House keep those idiots in line. I mean, to give Lindelof after Watchmen any DC property is just stupid. And Tom King, good Lord. So basically, Hal Jordan is just going to be bitter and old and depressed. And then even John Stewart will be crying about his mommy the whole time. So both depressed and whatnot. We'll learn that, maybe Sinestro was right. And the women, Sheriff Kelly will be the real hero and whatnot. And I don't know, the Guardians are all corrupt and assholes. And there'll be some understanding for Black Hand as well. Society wronged him. And Hal Jordan should apologize. And he will. So there you go. That's probably what'll happen. But looks like you'll get some superhero action, a little, and some outer space stuff. That's nice.